I'm driving a Ram 3500 and I'm heading to Banff. The other day,
1.5 kilometers, take exit 271 onto Stony Trail and Highway 201.
yeah, the other day one of our drivers towed a generator to Banff, and I came in after lunch. Now it's 11:46, and dispatch says, well, you are the only driver who has not been to Banff yet, so this is your lucky day.
Use the right two lanes to take exit 271 onto Stony Trail and Highway 201.
I put the address in there because I thought Banff is, the resort, right? Famous resort. I thought Banff was like 200 kilometers away, even though I was there once as a tourist, but I forgot. So turns out,
then keep left to merge onto Highway 201 West.
From northeast Calgary,
use the left two lanes to keep left to merge onto.
From northeast Calgary, where this trip originated,
In about 2 kilometers.
it's only
Left to merge.
It's only 136 kilometers, 136 kilometers, which is 85 miles. And so Apple Maps says it'll take me 1 hour 24 minutes only, because I was a bit concerned. Let's say it's almost 12 o'clock now. If it's 200 kilometers, how am I getting back? Because our gates at the shop, at the yard, they close at 5:30, and I don't want to leave the expensive generator and the truck, diesel pickup truck, outside the gate. And then I found out, hey, wait a second, it's only hour and a half trip. Like, that's why one of the reasons I like Calgary, that's how close we are to the mountains, and all these resorts.
Use the left two lanes to keep left
Like
to
this
merge onto
voice.
Highway 201 West.
Holy moly, I turned the volume all the way to the left and it's still talking to me. Apple Maps, indestructible. And it snowed today, but now it's -3, so pretty much all the snow is gone, the fresh one, but some spots, there are lots of slippery spots. It's dangerous weather. So I'm taking the ring road, 201 northwest towards Highway 1, and then Highway 1 will take me to Banff. So here we go. This is Highway 1, roughly 1 hour to Banff. Speed limit is 110, 68 miles per hour. I'm gonna set up mine at probably 105. Truck stop is coming up. I stayed here a few times when I was a trucker. Also, there's a scale in here, but it looks like now it's closed. And there's an A&W burger place. Yeah, here's the scale on the right, but it's kind of like a temporary one. So like there's no people, but there's a scale. So actually I think, it's switched off, okay. Otherwise, usually when the scale is always active, so you can go over it and you can see your weight, for free. So 96 kilometers to Banff. ETA now is 1:13 p.m. this reminds me of something. When I spend days, trucking, man. So normally you would do, roughly 500 miles, right? So now I don't know what's happening now, because now the trucking industry is in bad shape because of all these tariffs, and the freight broker industry is in bad shape because of the tariffs and the trade war with the States. So I think I got super lucky that, I got out when I did, and I also got lucky with pricing on used trucks and trailers, because it was right after COVID when used trucks were in short supply, and so I made good money, right? That's how I was able to buy the apartment, even though with a mortgage. But now Bank of Canada, by the way, keeps dropping the rates, and so my mortgage payment now is just ridiculous. Now it's like $850 a month for a one-bedroom apartment. So unfortunately, I was hoping for the price to get up, but because of all the tariffs and stuff, they're saying that the real estate market will be in bad shape, just as the rest of the economy in Canada. So not sure when I'll be able to sell it. So I need the price to hit 300K Canadian. So anyway, yeah, it's interesting. And just the other day I was thinking, how I would like to go kind of like a regional trip, because these are my favorite trips, not like 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers, but exactly like this, like 100 clicks or 200 clicks, where you can get away from the bosses, just spend some time on the road, look at beautiful scenery. Except today, of course, you see the sky it's misty, foggy, the sky is all covered in clouds, but still, it's a road trip, so I'm glad today was my turn for this. We are 50 kilometers away from Banff, 28 from Canmore, and it started snowing. The weather gets worse. And actually that's one of the reasons Dispatch sent me today, even though it was already middle of the day. They said the next few days they expect 20 centimeters of snow in Banff. So better get it now when we were not too busy. And well, the weather is still more or less okay. And here's the mountains. And this is Canmore. So only 30 clicks to go to Banff. Look at the mountains on my left. Man. Here we go. Day cab, Kenworth. Very heavy trailer. And he has a Jeep. He has a Jeep in the back, I think. One more axle or something, and it's wide. I think it's probably 10 feet wide. with the ramp in the back. Man, so much dirt flies from his tires because they're open, right? Entering the Banff National Park. This is just west of Canmore. So here through traffic goes on the right like me because I don't need a pass, but people that go into the park, they have to go into the left lanes and buy a pass in there. So entering Banff Park. Well, I'm 10 kilometers away. It started snowing a little bit, but I'm no rush. I'm paid by the hour, and the speed limit here is 90 clicks an hour, so 56 miles per hour. I don't want to get a ticket. The sign on the right says Banff, 2 kilometers. Huh. Interesting. Here's the first exit, Banff Avenue on the right, but looks like I'm heading further west because I need the visitor center. That's where they were doing some construction, and that's where my generator is sitting. Following a local road here to Banff and to my visitor center. Speed limit is 30 clicks an hour.
At the next light, turn left.
Very exciting. And you see the sign on the right. It says Banff. Like I'm in downtown here. Movie theater on my right. All kinds of stores. Why would they build a visitor center right in downtown?
Go past this light, then turn right.
It's downtown. I remember I was here. This is a pedestrian area, and the snow gets worse. Yeah, now it's a good time to pick up the generator. I'm 150 meters away, and they said look for south side of the construction site. I have no idea which way is south, which way is north. Well, I'm guessing mountains should be, oh, check this out, like my Durango. except now mine is clean. And that's it. A guy showed up. He was waiting for me, a construction guy. I thought he was looking for a parking space because that spot is so busy. Like, this place is crazy, you know. And he helped me move the generator because it was too tight in there. There was a car on one end, and so I installed my hitch, and there we go. All kinds of lodges are here, hotels. Beautiful. A good place to visit.
To Trans-Canada Highway 1 toward Calgary.